On today's episode of the Elite Realty Group podcast, I'm going to be giving you the 12 keys to getting the keys, plus a big time bonus that's going to come at the end that you do not want to miss. Get ready, y'all. This one's going to be a good one. Here we go. Hello and welcome once again, everyone, to another episode of the Elite Realty Group podcast, where you receive the most up-to-date, relevant real estate information you're going to find anywhere on the planet. You're going to get it right here from your friends at Elite Realty Group. I've got a wonderful show for you today, again, where we're going to be reviewing a little book. And the book is called The 12 Keys to Getting the Keys. This is going to be some really good, vital information for you if you're someone out there, again, looking to buy, invest in real estate in the upcoming months. These are some really good, informative tips that I think will be very beneficial to you. As many of you know, you're paying attention to the real estate market. Things are changing very, very rapidly. We are, as I am recording this video, this podcast today, we're kind of sitting at a time where interest rates have dropped and are expected to potentially drop just a little bit more. How much, we really don't know the answer to that question as the recording of this podcast is taking place. But we're starting to see the fives become something that is very much on the table for those buying a home. So it's going to, as the gurus, whoever those people are, have told us for months now, when we start seeing rates get back down in the fives, there's literally going to be thousands, millions of people that are going to come off the sideline and get into the real estate arena. So what a better time. There is not a better time, let us say it like that, than now for us to review the 12 keys to getting the keys with you. Now let's give some credit where credit is due. Here's the book, just a little booklet that we're going to be going over today with you. This book was provided to us, compliments of our friend, Mr. John Fleming. He's mortgage loan originator with Cardinal Financial. So John, shout out to you. Went to an open house yesterday and saw this book, and I was like, this will make a great podcast because the information contained in it is great. So again, shout out to Mr. John Fleming. So let's go through these, all right? There's 12 of them. Going to take us just a minute to get through it. So I don't want to keep you here all day, but let's go through these 12. There are some good ones. You're going to like them, but make sure you stick around to the bonus at the end because you're not going to believe what the bonus is, okay? So here's the number one. The number one key in the book, The 12 Keys to Getting the Keys, the number one reason is, and I say this not only in real estate, folks, but I say this in life, in your job, in all kinds of different things. This is so big. I talk about this a lot. But the number one thing, the number one key to getting the keys is know your why. Why are you about to do what you're getting ready to do in buying a home? Why do you think that it's important that maybe you go from renting to owning, maybe from living with an acquaintance, living with a relative, living with a friend, to now owning a home? Because, you know, it is a big step going into the home ownership field. A lot of people do it. It's not something that people cannot do. But why really are you doing this? Because what you have to understand is on the majority of times that a home is purchased using financing. It's also purchased on a 30-year term. So you got to look at this and say, this is a 30-year commitment that I'm about to do. Whether you sell this house in 5 to 7 years, which most people do anyway, but you're probably going to sell this house and buy another one. So why are you jumping into the home ownership field, realm, group of people? You need to know that because, again, it's not what you would say a decision that's based off of just budget, location, those kind of things. It's why are you doing this? Because I say this in not only buying homes, I say this in life, I say this in your job, in a lot of different areas, y'all. When your why is big enough, you figure everything else out because the why is very important to you. So not only can you take this as a key to getting the keys in real estate, you can take this as a key into getting ahead in life, y'all. What is your why? Because when that why is big enough, everything else works itself out. So number one key is know your why. Let us know in the comments what you think about that one. Here's number 2, okay? This is the number 2 key, and I think this is a good one, okay? I think this is a good one. I would highly suggest that you do this one, as all of these. Build your dream team, okay? There's going to be a lot of people that will assist you in getting this purchase, getting these keys for yourself. There's going to be a lot of people that put their hands on this. Literally build yourself a dream team, okay? From the lender to the realtor, and I hope that realtor you select is at Elite Realty Group, by the way. Shout out to Elite Realty Group. But your lender, your realtor, your home inspector, your contractor that you may be needing some work done, your pest services people, all of your surveyor, there's just so many people that's going to touch this. And building that team and having the right people around you is going to be a major player in the success of this. You're going to hear one of the keys here in just a little bit is the emotional side of it. This is emotional, okay? It can go crazy and it can go crazy fast. I've said many times in doing these podcasts that this starts moving very quickly. And there are a lot of decisions that have to be made quickly. There's a lot of things that could just be thrown at you from out of nowhere that have to be done quickly. Having the right people, again, I forgot to mention title company, attorney, whoever those people are that's going to be on your team to help you do this, build your dream team. Now, listen to me. Everybody's not going to tell you this, but I always tell you this, and I get hit back for some reason on it, okay? This is all done at your discretion, okay? You are 100% living in a free market society here where you have the opportunity to pick and choose and hire and interview whoever that is. Now, I gave the plug for Elite Realty Group, but look, if we're not right at Elite Realty Group, somebody is. Interview the people that you want on your dream team. You interview people till you find the people who fit, who are the people that's going to be on your dream team. So for the haters out there, I'm not telling you have to do anything. I'm telling you interview till you find the people who you want on your dream team. So number 2 is you need to, it's a big one, okay? Build your dream team, okay? We're going through today the 12 keys to getting the keys. These are just small little tips. It's going to help you in your home purchase in the process of getting done what you need to get done. Here's number 3, all right? Number 3 is, and this is a big one, and my lender friend John Fleming, he's got this in the book as number 3 because it is a big one. Get pre-approved. Okay, get pre-approved. Get the money right before you do anything else. Okay, know what you can afford before you start going and look. Not just pre-qualified, but I'm talking about pre-approved, where they go ahead and dig deep into your credit history, your past, maybe bankruptcies, maybe foreclosures, maybe late payments, your income, your debt. That way the ratios, they can look at everything and you know you're good to go before you ever start going. Because one of the bad things to do is not do this ahead of time. You end up going out and probably looking at something maybe that you end up can't getting. It makes the process frustrating. It makes it very aggravating for you to be able to do this. So work with someone, okay, that can help you get pre-approved. This book says this, and this is a really good line. Pre-qualification is just an estimate. Okay, pre-approval verifies income, assets, and credit, giving you real buying power. Okay, when you're pre-qualified, it's as good as cash because you've already did the steps that you need to do. When you submit an offer, the offer is going to look better because you're going to submit the pre-approval letter with that. They're going to know, these people are going to know, I've got a serious buyer on my hand. I need to take this offer seriously. So step 3, key 3 in the 12 keys to getting the keys is get pre-approved, not just pre-qualified, okay? Key 4 in this is a big one, but understand your credit score. Your credit score is going to be a major player in this, okay? I'm not going to sit here today and give you a specific credit score that you have to get to because I'll just be honest with you, talking to our lender friends, There's more to it than just a credit score, that debt to income. As this said just a minute ago, your income, your assets, your credit, your buying power, all of that goes into understanding. But your credit score is a player in that, okay? There are so many things that can affect your credit score, how much you owe on the credit card versus what the limit is, the amount of credit used, the amount of credit that you just have, the length of your credit history, the good, the bad, the missed payments, the on-time payments. They all go into making and formulating your credit score. Understand that. Working with the right people, building your dream team that I told you about just a few moments ago, having the right lender partner on that dream team, they're going to be able to help you do this a whole lot easier. And should your credit score not be where it needs to be, having that person on your dream team, that's why it's number 2, having that person on your dream team, they're going to let you know what you need to do to get your credit score to where it needs to be for you to be able to have that buying power that you need to purchase your home. So again, number 4, understand your credit score. Here's key 5, okay? Here's key 5, and I love this one here, okay? Because there's more to this than just your mortgage payment. So key 5 of the 12 keys to getting the keys is know what you can really afford. Okay, this is a good one because, again, it's more than the payment. What's the taxes going to cost you? What's the insurance on the home going to cost you? What's the HOA fees in the neighborhood that you could be buying in? What's the maintenance cost that it's going to be for you to have to be able to afford this home every month? Are you cutting the grass? Are you having the grass contracted out? What kind of maintenance and upkeep as far as your HVAC systems, keeping your house maintained regularly, getting it ready for fall, getting it ready for winter? What do those costs look like? And look at that overall budget that you have and put that together so you'll know what you can really afford. So many people just look at this payment. There's so much more to it than just a mortgage payment. Those taxes got to be paid. I hate taxes. They got to be paid. Insurance is something, this is the biggest investment you're making in your life. You want it to be protected at the maximum capacity, the insurability that you can do it, but that's got to be paid for. So again, key number 5 is knowing what you really can afford by looking into everything else. All right. Now let's look at key 6. Okay. This is a good one. Know the down payment myths and the truths. Okay. I went over this in a podcast just last week, and some guy from California, man, he hit me hard over this for telling people that you didn't have to put 20% down. Like, dude got mad over it. Like, why are you mad at me for it? Like, it ain't my rule. I didn't write the rule. I didn't make it up. Like, it's true. You don't have to. Can you? As I said in the video that the guy got mad about, absolutely you can. You put 50% down. It doesn't matter. You do what you want to do. It's your business. You do it how you want to. But it's a myth that you have to, okay? There are all kinds of loans. John's got in this book, VA, USDA, THDA. They may offer 0% down. It's all going to go back on that credit score, that buying power, that debt to income. Conventional loans, they can be as low as 3%. FHA can be as low as 3.5%. The lender's going to help you match that up, okay? But understand, you don't necessarily have to have that 20% down. I said in the very same video last week that the guy got mad about. Like 20% down in our area, if I can put a number on that for you, average home around here is right around $300,000. 20% of that's $60,000. That's a lot of money. I don't care where you are. But understand that that's a myth that you have to have that. Okay? Your credit score is going to dictate all of that. It's going to be the moving pieces and parts. But understand that in these 12 keys to getting the keys, it's important that you know that. But I'm going to go back to number 2 because building the right dream team around you, that lender is going to be a very good resource for you as far as how this goes. So that's key number 6. We're halfway through the 12 keys today that I'm going over with you. That's just simple little tips and tricks of the 12 keys to actually getting the keys to your next home. Make sure you stay around to the end. before I give you the bonus tip that you're going to want to hear here at the end, because I think it's going to be really intriguing to you. So here's key number 7. Okay. Key number 7 is understand the process. Okay. This is a process. We talk to a lot of people to buy homes. Okay. We are able every year, we're blessed by the good Lord above to be able to serve many, many people every single year. And I'm surprised how many people don't know that this is, especially if a mortgage is involved. This is a lengthy process. And I call it lengthy. It's 30 to 45 days on average. So it's not like we're waiting 3 years. But I call it lengthy because so many people, like we help so many people that think I look today and I'm getting to move in the next 2 to 3 days. There's a process to it, okay? There's a process to it. In the book, The 12 Keys to Getting the Keys, the process, again, it's clear in here. The application and disclosures, you got all of that stuff that you go. You got your home inspection. You got to find the home. You got to look for it. Then you got appraisal. You got underwriting. You got conditional approval. You got final approval. You got final inspections. You got repairs that have to be done. There's more things than just literally picking it out and moving in the next couple of days. Before we get to the final step of that process, and that is our closing day. Man, that's a good day for you to have, because that's when you get the keys. We're giving you today the 12 keys to getting the keys. Just understanding the process. I'm going back to the dream team. Having the right realtor in your corner, the home inspector, the surveyor, the appraiser, the lender, the title company, the attorney, all of those people make this process easier for you, because they will help you through all this process. There's a really good chance something will come up that you're not going to know how to handle in the process of buying a home. Can you do this yourself? Absolutely, 100%. But having the dream team is a really good thing. Okay, here's key 8. Key number 8. Okay, I love this one because we have a term around here that we talk about all the time, and it's called house poor. And it's when your house payment is so much that you can't really afford to do anything else. There's no more date nights. There's no vacations. There's no anything extra at all. Okay. So key number 8 is this: save for more than just the house. Okay. Save for more than just the house. Okay. Things like earnest money, that's got to be paid up front. Inspection, that's got to be paid up front. Appraisals, engineer reports, moving costs, utility deposit, repairs and maintenance. It's all got to be done. It's additional. It costs you more, again, than just the mortgage payment. So save for more than just the house. You've got all these other fees, all these other things that's going to be due for you to be able to get this house. And you're going to need those funds probably within 14 days if you're going under contract. You're going to need some, if not all of those, within that time frame. So you need to make sure you're saving than just more than the house. Key number 9. Talked about this one just a few moments ago. But key number 9 is, this is a good one. This is where realtors wear more hats than just a realtor hat. But be emotionally ready for what you're getting ready to do. It is going to be an emotional roller coaster, okay? It's going to be all over the board. And your emotions are going to go from you get excited to want to buy a house to potentially you get told you got to do some credit work. And that takes you from we're going to buy a house to crap, I can't buy a house. To you do the credit work and you're like, yes, we've got it ready. We're going to buy a house again. And you go looking for a house and you can't find the one that you want. And you get down again. So you're going up and you're going down. You're going up and you're going down. To finally you find the one you want, okay? And you put an offer in on it and the offer doesn't get accepted. You go from, we found the house, this is it. And they don't take your offer and you're back down. It is a very emotional process. Then once you get the offer, you got inspections and you got all those things that come with it. And maybe you got to have an easement done. And maybe you have to have an engineering report done. And you just constantly, man, very rarely as a practitioner, very rarely do you ever see a deal just go smooth as silk. It is an emotional roller coaster, okay? Having the dream team This is where having the right dream team with you can really, really help you and affect this and make it really, really good for you. So key 9, be emotionally ready, okay? Because it will be an emotional roller coaster. But chill out. We'll get you there, okay? We will get you there, okay? Key number 10, okay? Key number 10 is learn some of the lingo, okay? Learn some of the lingo that you're going to hear talked about. Don't feel like any question is a bad question, okay? The only bad question is the one that you didn't ask, okay? Because you're going to hear terms. You're going to hear terms like escrow, earnest deposit, appraisals, underwriting, closing costs, prepaids, cash to close. You're going to hear all that stuff. I'm not here going to give you a vocabulary test today. But if you hear something along the process, okay, don't be afraid to ask questions like, wait a minute, what is that? Tell me what it is. Put it in my terms. Talk to me straightforward. But learn that lingo. Get used to it. Because I'll just be honest with you, sometimes us practitioners, we speak that lingo and we don't think far enough ahead that we're in this business every day and we speak that language every day, but the common home buyer does not. You don't understand what we're saying. We don't want to confuse you or make the process any more stressful than it already will be for you, but learning that lingo can be something really good for you. Key 11, all right? Key number 11 is another good one, okay? And it says, think beyond the front door, okay? Think beyond the front door. This is a really good one, okay? The book goes on to say your home, this home that you're buying is typically a launching pad to another home. Again, I mentioned earlier, you're probably going to get a 30-year mortgage, but the likelihood of you staying there 30 years is very slim, okay? Most people move 5 to 7 years. And in 5 to 7 years, they're doing something else, okay? But think of this home as the launching pad, okay? And the things that you need to look at is that's making sure what you're purchasing is the right purchase for you to make, because think about your exit as well as you entering, okay? What's this neighborhood? What's the condition of the homes in the neighborhood going to be like in 5 to 7 years, okay? What is the location of the home itself going to be like? Is this a growing area? Is this an area that maybe people are moving out of because the town that I'm buying in, the location, they're moving things otherwhere? So you got to kind of look at those. Look at the bigger picture, okay? The book says buy smart now, and I love that. Buy smart now, but be thinking about the exit as you are entering, okay? So the last one, 12 keys to getting the keys, okay? The last one is, and this is a good one, and of course I'm going to say this, it's literally make sure you choose the right guide. I talked about the whole team earlier, but make sure each and every one of those people, make sure you have the right guide, okay? These people that are going to be a part of this, that are going to play along and are going to bring you along this process, they're major players in it for you, because getting the right advice can be the difference in between you getting the home and you not. Getting the wrong advice could be just the exact opposite of that, okay? Make sure, please, that you hear this one thing. I said it earlier, but it's worth repeating today. Interview, 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 interview. It's okay. Us as realtors, lenders, home inspectors, title people, all those people, we're applying for the job to help you get your home, okay? Just as you would go to a regular job interview, you're going to be interviewed before you get that job by the person hiring you. You as a home buyer, you are hiring those people to make sure you get your home, okay? So make sure you choose the right one, okay? Referrals are good. Reviews are good. Recommendations are good. Your first cousin's good. Your neighbor's good. But make sure you've done the due diligence, that you have the person that you feel is the right guide for you. You're the boss, okay? Pull the strings, call the shots, get the right guide for you to be able to do this. So that's been the 12 keys to getting the keys. Just small little things that I want to bring up. Again, the book's great. You want a copy of this book, by the way. John said, hey, I'll give you as many books as you want. If you'd like a copy of this book, just comment in the leave me a comment on whatever platform you're watching, listening on. We'll get you a book. This is a good thing for you. But I promised you a bonus tip, okay? This one's great. But the bonus thing, okay, that I want to give you, okay? This is going to be some things that you have to think about. And you're probably, when you hear them, you're going to say, are you serious? Like, you really have to tell people this? I am 1000% serious, okay? So here's some bonus tips, bonus keys, okay, that are as important, if not more important, as the 12 keys to you getting the keys. And I'm just going to go through these very quickly, okay? Here's number one. Don't change jobs or quit your current job. If you're buying a house, do not quit your job or change your jobs. You say, Mike, do people really do that? I can't count it how many times it's happened. Number two, bonus tip. Don't go buy a vehicle. Okay? Don't go do that. That changes that thing called debt to income because it adds another payment. I don't care how much money you have. Okay? Don't go buy a vehicle while you're trying to buy a house. You say, Mike, do people really do that? I can't count it how many times people do that. Okay? Don't run up credit cards or miss your payments. Okay? I tell people, don't even use your credit card while you're buying a house because that changes that credit card payment. Guess what that does? Changes your debt to income. I've seen people get the house that they want. They've purchased it. They've got it in their contract. They've got so excited. Appraisals went through. We're literally got everything just waiting for closing day. It's 5 days away. And they're like, all right, let's go buy some new furniture. And they go to the local furniture outlet store or use their credit card and run up a $5,000 to $8,000 credit bill. And when the lender does that final credit report, that debt to income's off. And guess what? They just lost their house. Don't buy anything on credit. Don't spend your closing funds. Keep those. You're going to need that 3.5%, 3% down, whatever it is you got to bring to the closing table. Don't spend it because you got to pay it the day of closing. Don't hide debts on your application. Don't make any big purchases. Don't open any new credit accounts. Don't make large cash deposits. You got to verify everything. This is where some emotion can come in. Don't make large cash deposits without telling your lender. Don't change your bank accounts. And don't co-sign for any other loans. When in doubt, call your realtor or your lender first before you make any of those payments, before you make any of those purchases. Because what you don't want to do is get right up to the end and make one of those moves. And you did all the other 12 keys perfect. But man, that bonus tip, it knocked you out of getting your house. This has been the 12 keys to getting the keys. Hopefully this has been some good information for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Elite Realty Group podcast. Be watching. Every Wednesday, we release new information for you. If you're buying, selling, investing in the Lakeway area, we would love to be one of those agents that get to interview with you for your next real estate journey. Feel free to give us a call anytime, 423-307-8566. Again, I'm Mike Elkins, broker owner of Elite Realty Group. If we can be of any service to you, make sure you reach out. Until next time, make sure you like and subscribe to whichever channel platform you're watching on. We will be with you on daily little content tip videos. But until next Wednesday, you guys be safe, be blessed. We will see you on the next episode of the Elite Realty Group podcast.